want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lil Low.
I'm Big Shot Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! I'm on the watch. I'm not going to yawn.
I don't even think people notice.
I feel like I notice because I know when I'm doing it.
Like, in the moment?
Yeah. Like, I've seen it in clips. Maybe if I inform the audience, I'll be more accountable to it.
Yeah.
Because instead of yawning like, I just breathe like through my nose, like.
You know what's crazy? Are you one of the people whose eyes water when you yawn? Your eyes water? My eyes water when I yawn.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder like why that is, but it's not something like everybody has.
There's someone with like a dozing off problem on Severance, and I feel like them.
Epilepsy?
No. I don't want to like spoil it for you.
I mean, I can take spoilers.
Okay, so like Irv, the old one, he's like always falling asleep.
That's not epilepsy?
No. Spoiler alert, Severance. I don't want to fucking hear it. His outie, when he's sleeping or dreaming or tired, communicates with him sometimes. He doesn't know it as an innie, but like his outie on the outside is like drinking coffee in the middle of the night to stay up to be tired at work so that he can like get him some little messages. He doesn't interpret them like well, but that's what's happening. Like he'll hear the music that his outie was hearing. And like his outie is like painting and he keeps painting this thing that comes to mind. And it's like parts of The Office. His outie when he's up late.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They got creative with it.
And then do you know who that is? Have you seen Do the Right Thing?
A long time ago.
Yeah, that's the racist brother.
For real.
Yeah.
Damn.
John Turturro has been in a lot of shit,
yeah, I was
man.
about to
Oh, my
say,
God.
It's crazy when you watching something. You're like, damn, what did they play on? They played on something.
Never would have guessed that.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
And he's so good. And he's, like, not a racist.
In real life?
Yeah. Like, he told Spike, like, I know these type of people. Let me do it. And him and Spike are still tight to this day.
That's dope.
I love talent.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to. I'm not watching Severance because it's over. I'm watching something even better.
I still haven't watched it. What are you watching?
I'm watching Apple Cider Vinegar. I actually finished it. Have you heard about this shit, man?
Is that a documentary?
It is not. There is a documentary about the girl, but Apple Cider Vinegar is a dramatic reenactment. And y'all know I Google everything to make sure it's true. Of this girl, Belle Gibson, who convinced people that she had a stage 4 brain tumor and cured it with healthy eating. Wrote a book. The book's doing numbers. Instagram followers doing numbers. Her friends start getting suspicious. She not sick.
She was never sick?
Never sick, dog.
That's crazy.
And convinced all these people with cancer, ditch the meds.
That's fucked up. I seen you make a TikTok about, I think you made a TikTok about it, right? But
yes.
I didn't really know like what the context was.
Well, there's another girl in the series who is like a, what is it called? Like an amalgamation or whatever when they mix it. But mostly she's based off this one real influencer, may she rest in peace, who did have cancer. And kind of did the same thing as Belle, like, hey, you don't need this, you know, try the healthy routes. And there's like this, there's a real group of people who are like, you just need to drink juice every hour on the hour and give yourself like coffee enemas and you'll be fine. And this girl like fell for that shit, right? She's spending all this money to go through these treatments. I'm feeling right as rain. Her mom gets cancer. She convinces her mom to do them. Her mom dies. She start getting worse. instead of coming forth and saying, hey, yo, let me tell you something, because you done been on national tours, all this shit, telling people to drink this fucking juice. She was hiding it.
Was it this? Is it soursop? They was telling people to drink.
No, it was like a very rigorous routine, and instead of hiding, because she had like lesions on her arm, instead of coming forward, she hiding it, and then the last thing she ever posted was basically like, "Hey, I haven't been doing well since my mom died. I'm turning back towards traditional medicine because I haven't been doing the best. Love."
She's still alive. Did she?
No.
Oh, she died.
Yes, she died.
Damn. She probably could have beat it if she would have. You know what I'm saying?
So her thing was, when she first started, they were like, "That's rare, and that's a slow growing cancer. We need to take your arm." She didn't want to give up the arm, so they had like initially this practice of like where they do like 10 times the chemo in one part of the body. It helped, but then the tumors came back, and they're like, "We got to take the arm. We got to take the arm." And she didn't want to do that. She could have lived at least 10 more years if she would have let them take the arm, which I get. Like, that's not an easy decision, but not only did you do this, but you convinced your mother to do it.
Right. That's fucked up.
It was rough. And the poor, like, you know, it's a dramatic reenactment of him, but the dad's in the show, you know, her parents are together, so you lose your wife, and then your daughter's like, "Hey, moment of truth. I've been hiding my arm."
Oh.
But she's a secondary character. The main character is the lady who fucking lied. And she's like a real lady.
Yeah.
Had a book published by Penguin and all that shit.
Penguin publishing it is crazy. Like, nobody just like did any fact checking or.
Well, when they did the fact checking,
It was too late. Damn.
her friend was the whistleblower. Because she was like, "Oh, you convincing other people to do this shit. Hell nah."
Yeah. Like.
Then she went to the girl with cancer who died's funeral and made a scene. Did one of those like "Take Me Now, Jesus" style things.
That's insane. This whole thing is crazy. Like,
I know, I'm telling the whole plot.
what would possess people to do shit like that?
It's so good.
Well, I haven't been watching anything as good.
Oh, I thought you were going to say at all. I'm like, here we go.
No,
Week 3.
Not really a lot. I watched Raising Kanan. Just the normal shit that came back. Raising Kanan came back. And Real Housewives of Atlanta. I did start watching that.
The most recent episode to me was a snooze fest.
Yeah. I think I can agree with that. I do feel like I don't know what's going on.
It's just make it a Love and Hip Hop franchise. It's too much.
Yeah, I don't think so I just don't think certain people should be up there, but I don't know. I just don't know where their angle is for this season. I do feel like maybe they just should have did away with this franchise, like, or maybe took a break and just came back, like.
Yeah.
But I'm really not seeing anything that's like making me feel like excited about watching it.
I really like Shamia, but I don't think Shamia could single-handedly save the show.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see when Phaedra shows up, but really I don't. After that shit Phaedra pulled, like, I really just don't respect her.
Right, and I don't feel like Phaedra even really fits in that group. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, Nene was the perfect mix of like, yeah, I can get down with the best of them, but I'm not doing that. I'm still a very rich lady.
Yeah.
And I just think this is.
It's just over. Like, it just need to.
I do think Shamia walks that line very well, but when you have a cast that's either one way or the other, like, I feel like Angela Oakley is not going to do the shit that Portia's going to do.
Yeah.
So it's hard to.
Shamia and Portia, I could see them staying up there. I don't really feel like Drew is needed.
Drew lied too fucking bad.
She lied too bad, and I can't stand Ralph as like I don't care about y'all storyline. Just
Him being in the basement.
him being in the basement, I don't care. Like it's fucked up, but hey,
She should do like a TikTok to a stranger in my house.
that would be dope.
That would be funny.
That might
But
actually
she
get
not
her
funny.
Yeah, I was just about to say that might actually get her like some traction or something, but yeah, I don't need to see Drew. I don't need to see them other bitches either, honestly. I do like Shamia, I do like Portia. They can't run the show by themselves, so if Candy's not up there, I don't know. It's just not the same.
It's not, and it feels like they don't know each other either.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
But yeah,
okay, we ball.
Raising Kanan though, I feel like that has been good so far. I mean, it's just really still getting started with this season, but I'm excited to see what comes of it.
Me too.
Have you been watching it?
No.
Oh,
And just being supportive
okay.
and trying not to yawn. Is this a
And
genetic condition?
last thing, Abbott. Have you seen the most recent episode?
I'm gonna start yawning out loud to hold myself accountable.
Oh, we don't do that. They gonna be like, is she boring her or what?
Yeah, I saw the most recent episode.
Okay, spoiler.
The one today?
Yeah.
Or yesterday?
No.
No. Okay.
The one from last week
Yeah.
with Ava.
Yeah, spoiler.
So I didn't see. You saw the one from today?
No.
Oh, okay.
That just reminded me. If I'm not knocked the fuck out
Oh, okay.
after this, I will be watching it.
Yes, I was like, what? They got Ava up out of there, but something telling me she's not going
She
for
not
good.
going.
Like they're gonna do something to get her back. Janine's gonna do something. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna ask like Manny for a favor or something.
I think she's gonna call in that that man is dating her friend at the district. Because I don't understand why else that would be a plot line.
I'm trying to think who's dating her friend.
Remember at karaoke?
Oh,
If y'all don't watch Abbott, I'm sorry.
yeah. If y'all don't watch Abby, y'all need to be watching it.
Yeah, you should. Quinta has done a series of interviews with the cast of Severance
For real.
that have been really interesting. Yeah.
She's interviewing them.
Yeah. There's one where her and Adam Scott interview each other. And then there's one where she's interviewing the entire cast of Severance.
Okay. I would love to see that. Because I think she's funny, so it's probably some good stuff in there.
She cracked me up. She's trying to be grown with that pixie cut. Girl.
She ain't got her. She done filed for divorce and everything. She out here now.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even connect the pixie cut to the divorce. It's all coming together.
Yep. You know they cut that hair, bro. You know what time it is. But so I have honorable mention too.
You do.
Okay. This week's honorable mention is a black-owned business.
A list? I think I black girled a little bit too close to the sun. I created an app. I saw somebody in the comments saying that they're looking for like a black Amazon. Sister, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. This ain't Amazon. It's denial. I can show y'all better than I can tell you. Come on.
So it's an app called.
You know that boy gonna get the TikTok and going off on us.
Who? I just seen this on TikTok. I was like, okay.
The black Amazon?
Okay. Blamazon. But no.
Shout out Blamazon. The food went crazy.
Yeah, shout out to them. Because I guess they were the first. But they're called Black Nile.
I'm in with the Nile.
The Nile?
The Nile. I'm interested in them.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a website where you can go and find like black-owned businesses, and even like as a black business owner, you can go up there and list your business as well, whatever.
Can we list the podcast?
Probably. We just had to link it. Go up there and link it. So, yeah, I just made them honorable mention because why not? You know.
Well, shout out to Nile.
Shout out to them. I do feel like the website, the user interface is very appealing.
Okay, that's super important.
Yeah, like it looks
Put together.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
I'm gonna get up there.
y'all let us know what y'all think. And I'm done.
Well, I have Hotep of the Week, and I also have a little video.
Out and ain't giving nobody none. Ain't that some bullshit, y'all? You can't be out here false advertising like that. What the fuck? All that ass and them short ass shorts, and she don't want to give nobody none.
I
False
can't
advertising.
stand.
I told her she better give somebody some every weekend. Why you got all your ass out and you ain't giving nobody none? If you got all you should have long clothes on. If you no split the booty tights. If you ain't giving nobody none, okay? That's kind of like entrapment, right? Ain't that a certain way of entrapment? It's called minding her business. Y'all is still on that Adam and Eve devil shit, huh? Fellas, do not fall for that shit. These women is devils. They is the bad ones, kid. They try to entrap you with these outfits and try to make it like you a creep. Well, I can see how your whole shit shaped. I'm only a man. What the fuck?
That is the
Was he
voice of
drunk?
Slim Thug, who his stock is decreasing drastically.
No, for real. Like niggas really
Get
thought,
off social media.
We used to thought he was a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
We used to think he was a stand-up guy, but
We were fooled, deceived, tricked, led astray, played for a sucker. That is rape culture in action. That was a really weird fucking thing to do.
yeah, he had to be drunk or something. Cause
I just even feel like if I have to explain what makes you Hotep about doing that, I don't think you should be part of our audience.
yeah,
That nigga's a weirdo.
that was very weird.
Hate to do it to you, Slim Thug.
This the same nigga that was. He was just talking like good, like he was speaking highly of Megan Thee Stallion, and then I don't know. I feel like he's weird for sure.
That was the weirdest shit I've seen all day.
But this isn't the first weird thing he did.
Not at all.
I just can't remember what the first one was. But yeah, like you said, his stock has decreased drastically.
Drastically.
So next we have lyrics and lessons.
Where we give a lyric and you get a lesson.
And this week's lyric is: there's never been a nigga this good for this long. This hood or this pop. This hot or this strong. With so many different flows, this one's for this song. The next one I switch up. This one will get bit up. These fucks too lazy to make up shit. They crazy. They don't paint pictures. They just trace me. You know what? Soon as they forget where they pluck their whole style from, then try to reverse the outcome. And basically, these lyrics highlight the struggle of originality in a world where people often imitate without acknowledgement. The lesson here is true greatness comes from authenticity and evolution, not imitation. So stay ahead by constantly refining your craft, because those who copy will always be a step behind. And that is from Jay-Z's song called What More Can I Say? On the Black Album.
Is that the one? No. Never mind.
Oh,
Because 444, I felt like he was talking me to death.
yeah, the Black Album came out in like the early.
I was going to say, I was thinking like the Black Album, like the one where he was talking about black people.
Yeah, no, that was 444.
He did talk us to death. Once he started, what was it? Rich nigga, Paul nigga. Turned it off. I haven't heard it to this day.
I was about to say one day his last album.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
And that was a while ago. That was like I was still living out inside then.
I don't know to this day.
It wasn't a bad album though. But he was like just I feel like he was just trying to save face after the Lemonade. For real. That was just him his like, you know, I learned my lesson and I went to therapy and you know, I'm pro black now. And I feel like he been consistent though.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't revert back to the shit he was doing at first. So
some people grow.
yeah.
Some people do not. Which leads me to my lyric. I have some of y'all gonna get washed. Some of y'all just gonna pop shit. Some of y'all just gonna talk. But none of y'all really bout shit. Some of y'all just look lost. And that is from 30 for 30 by SZA.
Hey, Kendrick.
And what I got from that is I don't know that if y'all know that we can see it when y'all are just like being an aimless hater or like your disdain for something is not really that you don't like that thing, but that you wish you could do that thing. And it's blatantly obvious to everyone else. And I feel like maybe if we let them in on that fact, they'll have like a little bit more couth. They're like a little bit more sort of sense about themselves to not at least put the things that they're insecure about or struggling with on Front Street like that. And it made me think about like right now, you know, the 21 with no kids thing that's going on TikTok.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So there's people singing to the Jacquees song where he's like 21 with no kids. And people are saying like age and no kids. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of parents that are very angry about that. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all are happy to have no kids. Who's going to take care of you when you get older? Blah, 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 blah. The people who are happy with their kids love the trend. But I don't think that people realize that like being that angry unprovoked is a sign of the fact that you are not secure in your decision making. One person was like, that's not a flex. What are y'all, infertile?
Girl.
I swear. Yeah. One of them was like, oh, you 24 with no kids, but you don't have nothing to show for it. Yeah, that's the point. I have nothing to show for it. I don't have a kid to show for this.
Exactly. And I have the rest of my life to like get there. Like what? That's the whole point. I can actually like be a 21-year-old and like not have to like fucking take care of kids. And
one lady got up there. She had on a bonnet. The baby had on a matching bonnet. She's like, I'm happy for y'all. Yeah, because her and her baby.
They good.
Yeah, they good.
I feel like I agree with you. Yeah, and I feel like even if you do have kids and you love your kids, you know, you wouldn't trade them for the world or whatever, like there may still be like some animosity because you might be struggling or you might not have help or whatever the case may be. But like you said, happy people ain't hating.
Hate
like,
people ain't happy.
They really just not. Like I know people with kids who don't be giving a damn about people without kids. Like,
right.
Because it's just, we live two different lives.
With a kindergartner.
Yeah, like, I did see somebody say,
oh my God.
It was an old man holding a baby, and somebody said, me when I finally get financially stable. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We're going to pull it too short. Wasn't he like 52?
I don't fucking know. But
he had his first kid.
I'm not trying to be old as hell with no kid either. Like, so I'm just probably going to be one of them ones that's like living out here with no kids and then be happy about it.
Yeah, it was giving a lot of, particularly from other women, a lot of like, well, then what is your value? Like, what are you even doing?
It's usually from women. The men, they don't give a fuck either way. They don't, I mean, majority of them, they don't be on shit. But I do think a lot of women do be mad about that and just be like, girl, you can literally still have a life. You don't have to be in the house miserable because you got kids.
Right. Like, why are you mad at me?
Yeah,
But yeah, that's my lyric.
that was good.
Thank you.
Next we have Let Me Stay Focused, our topic of the week.
Woo.
So this week I wanted to talk about vacation guilt. Because I seen a TikTok, and I'm gonna play the TikTok at the end because the way I'm gonna talk about it is kind of different from the TikTok, but I feel like are all valid perspectives.
Yeah.
So I have a listicle. Do you know what a listicle is?
No, what's that?
A listicle is like an article, but it's in list format.
Oh.
So it's just giving me a list of reasons why someone would feel guilty about taking vacation.
Okay.
So number one is, and I got these from ChatGPT, not necessarily a credible source, but still a source nonetheless.
ChatGPT is one of our number one listeners.
Yeah, it is the number one listener. Number one was work culture and productivity myths. Many people feel guilty because of the belief that taking time off makes them less dedicated or productive, even though studies show that rest improves performance. Number two, fear of falling behind. Employees and entrepreneurs often worry about unfinished tasks piling up or missing important opportunities. Number three, sense of obligation. Some feel guilty because they think their team, family, or business depends on them, making it hard to step away. Number four, social conditioning and hustle culture. Society often glorifies constant work and associates rest with laziness, making
hustle culture.
Well, we can talk about it. It says society often glorifies constant work and associates rest with laziness, making guilt a learned response. Which, yes, hustle culture makes people feel like you always got to be working. You got to be getting to it. You got to get to the bag. You got to have 2-3 jobs. You got to be on go. And I do think it makes people not aware of how important rest is and just being and not trying to be on go all the time.
Let me tell you something. Hustle culture, your mama, nigga. I'm not working myself to the fucking bone. And this is my issue with y'all. Hustle this, hustle that, blah, 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 blah. We're supposed to be in class solidarity, fighting for the fact that we should only have to work one job to sustain our lives. But no, you want to fucking do bounce houses, fucking day parties, a cleaning service, own 2 party buses, and 1 condo, a duplex, and wonder why you stress the fuck out.
It's very stressful. And that reminds me of I don't know if I talked about it on the show before, but in college I was working 2-3 jobs.
Yeah.
And burnt the fuck out. And I was failing classes because I was working so hard. I was basically working backwards. And I had a professor call me out on it and basically tell me this is a scam. You trying to work and you're actually getting tricked out of your spot. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't her exact words, but that's basically what hustle culture is. It's not what you think it is. It's not doing so many things that you trying to, you get rich. You're actually not getting rich because you're diverting your time in between. You're dividing your time in between too many different things, and you can't focus on that one thing that's gonna take you out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I wish you had a video editor so they could keep a little low yawn count.
Oh wait,
on the screen.
Well, yeah.
I'm not watching.
I was gonna say maybe AI could do it in some kind of way, but ain't no telling. Number 5, the importance of rest and boundaries. Taking time off prevents burnout, boosts creativity, and improves overall well-being. Learning to set boundaries around rest is essential. I think that's very important because you need your rest. That's just something that I feel that's something I advocate for it. Like if I'm talking to a person who works a lot of jobs or like is on go all the time, I make sure I mention to them like rest is important. Number 6 is delegation and preparation. Planning ahead, automating tasks, or delegating responsibilities can ease the guilt by ensuring things run smoothly in your absence. I think that's major too because you can't be worried about what's going on. You're not even there. Like, be where your feet are. That's something I be telling myself, like, stay present.
Yeah. I'm off this week and I don't work Monday and Tuesday. I went in and changed my time sheet. You're not going to use my motherfucking time.
You said you did work Monday and Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, hey, that means you can use your PTO later.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually took some time off when I had my procedure done. Mm-hmm. And I had basically told my manager, like, I need to work because I had 2 meetings I didn't want to miss. Even though I was going to be, like, I had time off. But I felt like I didn't want to, I'm on this major project at work and I didn't want to, like, be the reason, like, shit was delayed. So I did, like, I did actually keep working. But I did, like, basically go back in and, you know, basically tell the system, like, I worked these couple hours so that I can still have my PTO on the back end. But, you know, that was something that I was, like, feeling guilty about.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, like, if I don't work these 2 hours on this day, and I'm going to have to, that's going to set me back a whole week because I didn't have these meetings. And number 7 is self-worth beyond work. Your value isn't just in how much you produce. Time off is necessary for a balanced, fulfilling life.
For sure.
And I think that's something you learn as you get older too. But I do feel like I will hope the younger folks kind of learn that before they get older. You know what I'm saying? Like which I do feel like they have, like they don't be giving a fuck about anything. so I wish, you know, I could have gotten some of that time back that I worked so much because I did miss a lot. I missed a lot of events. I missed people's birthdays and just family stuff. Like,
yeah.
And it was not worth it. I can't say that it was worth it.
And one thing about it, you know, rest in peace, Chris. Chris would tell y'all, fuck that job. Chris probably got, when they clean Chris' house, I think we should put money on it. I'm betting at least 30 work badges. 30 badges. Chris would be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, I worked there for a day. Huh? Like, yeah, I didn't like how they was talking to their train and that.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I admire people who are like that.
Like,
cause it's like you don't deal with shit. Like you know, like they stiff on their boundaries.
Listen, I do think it's a little crazy people who be like quitting. Like, yeah, they don't know I quit when I don't show up. That be scaring me. Like, I'm scared to do that.
I done did that maybe once, but it was just like one of them like staffing agency like temp jobs. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going back. And the lady called me like, why you there? And I didn't have no answer for her. Like,
damn.
I just wasn't feeling it. But that was like the only time I felt like I did something like that. Mine is that time I worked at that job that had bed bugs. Oh, and yeah. I just walked out. Cause I ain't fucking with no bed bugs. That's where y'all got me messed up at. Like, I had to walk away. I didn't want to, cause I'm like, how I'm gonna pay my bills and stuff. Like, but that was just one of the moments where I had to like believe in myself and just have faith.
Didn't you tell me people was putting their shit in trash bags and stuff or something?
I don't know. I do remember they tried to blame this one boy and say they came from his house, but they didn't. They had already had them, because the people that was working there before we got there gave us the tea and said it was already a problem. But they tried to like use him as a scapegoat, and I already didn't. Cool. Yeah, I already didn't like that. I already didn't fuck with that, and so that made me like already on guard.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be the next scapegoat.
And then when we got back, and we still saw the bugs. I said, "Oh yeah, y'all don't got to worry about me." I got
Do
my.
not have to worry about me.
I walked out of there, shook my stuff out, checked my car real good, inspected myself, and I was like, "Yeah, y'all don't got to worry about me coming back." I don't even think they called me because they knew they was wrong. But I'm gonna play the TikTok that I had saw that prompted me to think like, okay, vacation guilt is a real thing.
I feel like it is. I used to have it because every time I would come back, shit would fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
But I also realized shit be falling apart when I'm near. So catch you on the flip.
It just be like, I mean, fuck it.
Exactly.
That she can't tell that people are going through financial woes or difficulties because she's still seeing people like buying stuff and booking vacations and trips and all that. People are still broke. Okay, people are still financially going through it, but we just don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, bills are going to get pushed around. Something might be late. Still take that vacation. That's all. That's all I wanted to say because vacation guilt is real. It's a real thing. It's when you have the guilt of booking a vacation, knowing you're about to go on vacation, and deep back in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you're still thinking about those bills that you got to pay, which have to be paid every month, mind you. Every month you got to pay bills. Every month. So what's 1 month of enjoying yourself or one day of enjoying yourself going to hurt? And knowing that the money that you're spending on this vacation or whatever could have gone to something else. People are still financially broke, best believe. But, I mean, what else can you do? Just, what else can you do? Pay what you can and what you don't. Charge up a payment arrangement and live your best life. That's the only thing you can do. So make no mistake. People are just choosing they're just prioritizing for the one time out of a whole week or maybe 3 days out of a whole entire year, they're prioritizing themselves for once. And they're putting their mental health ahead of their financial difficulties, ahead of their bills. Don't let vacation guilt get to you. That's all.
Oh shit. My bad. Yeah, I wake you up. But yeah, I feel like a lot of times people do not want to go on vacation and stuff because of what they're dealing with. But sometimes you just got to fucking go. Sometimes you do got to stay home.
Sometimes you got to stay home.
Sometimes you got to stay home. You got to miss out, but you don't got to miss out all the time.
All the time.
So just like she said, prioritize. The things you want to do, the bills you want to pay, the bills that you feel like, I can probably do without this time, and just do what's best for you because tomorrow not promised, for real. I mean, think about it. Like,
Yeah.
you could literally be here and be gone, and like them bills that you paid not even gonna matter. So
Listen. And they will still send your ass to collections.
they will, but hey, if it's a medical bill, fuck that shit anyway.
Go up there and apply to the charity fund at any given hospital.
Yeah, you
They
could
will
do
pay
that, or you could just not pay it, cause they're not gonna put it on your credit. They will. They might send it to collections, but I don't know.
Pay them now.
I,
Regardless.
I don't be paying medical bills unless it's like something like 200 here, like something's feasible. But
I don't
if it's
think
like
I've ever paid a medical bill.
if it's over $1,000,
For what? I need to see what these people sent me. I'm about to get on the Zempic. I'm over this shit, man. I'm afraid of needles, but
well, they got that generic one. It's like a whole documentary on it. I want to say on Hulu.
it's bad.
No, like people were basically saying like Ozempic was too expensive, so they had to like use a different like company that's like they have generic versions, but it's from like another country. I want to say like China or Japan or something like that.
Yeah.
But they were basically like just guinea pigs because you don't really know.
I love a good doc.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it. And
I want to encourage vacation guilt, perhaps shame a couple of people. There is a type of vacation guilt that I believe in, and that's you should feel guilty you come on that damn vacation with no motherfucking money.
Yeah, now don't be.
You
Yeah,
should be
you know,
fucking ashamed of yourself.
I
I think we should put you on a billboard on Military Highway when you get back.
That's a good call out.
You should not fucking do that. Don't fucking do that.
Because if you skipping out on bills to go on vacation, you should actually have spending money.
We talking about
Like,
going on the excursion on the zip line. You talking about I'ma just play the pool.
Yeah, don't just be going
Hell
just to
no.
go. Like,
Stop it.
we not talking about that kind of.
Stop it.
Live your best life. Don't live your best life inconveniencing other people.
You done got you a Southwest flight and you like, what you mean $30? You know what I mean? Nah.
Yeah. That shit is kind of scary too.
What? People coming with no money?
Yeah. Because anything could happen. And depending on where you at, like anything could happen. You might need a flight back. Like, and you might not even be able to pay for it because you don't have the money.
That all inclusive is not everything's included, bitch. Bring you a couple dollars.
You need at least a couple dollars with the all inclusive. I mean, you might not need a whole lot, but if you might leave the resort, you might have to tip the people.
Maybe we should get people a number. Like, you should not go on vacation without this amount of money.
What would be your number?
Are we going domestic or?
Yeah, if we're okay for domestic, we're gonna give a number for both. But what
Okay.
would you say for domestic?
Is it a weekend?
Just a quick little 2-3 days.
$500. I'm not leaving my house without $500.
Yeah, I agree. But I would say, yeah, especially if you with somebody. Like if it's not like a solo trip, then yeah. If you know what I'm saying, you got to pay for. I don't know. I would say 3 if it's a solo, and you just by yourself. You know,
I don't know. The plate's getting close to $70.
the plates do be expensive.
The
Like,
plate, the bites.
You gotta think about transportation,
the booze and bites.
transportation, food, drinks. It depends on what you're doing, where you're going, but I do feel like 5 is a safe number that can get you back home.
5 is a starter number.
Yeah. Domestically, I would say
You need a brunch, the eggs, fucking. You know what?
I meant internationally, you need at least $1K.
You need at least $1,000 to leave the country. I'm so sorry. People gonna call us classes till the cows come home, bitch. I'm not fucking with you. And sometimes you take $1,000 out of the country and you come home with money. Great.
Right.
But that is not always the case, bitch.
Yeah. Anything can happen. And
You gotta stay with a little Vex cash.
Something definitely happened. The first time I went to, I forget if it was Jamaica or Antigua, but literally, that was a lesson learned. I'm gonna just say that. I was good, but I won't
People
good.
be thinking the all-inclusive mean you good.
That's the thing, because I went
And
to
they're gonna tax you because you're American.
I went to a resort thinking it was all inclusive. It wasn't. When I checked out, I had a tab.
You should write a book. Cause that's
I had a tab and it got paid for, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. You know what I'm saying? So you do have to be prepared for anything, especially if you're going out of the country.
Do you want to be in a Jamaican jail?
I don't want to be in nobody's jail, especially not Mexico. That's the one place I am not fucking with. Like,
my grandma was telling me a story this morning. Yeah. What'd she say? Then people came and got her car because she missed a car payment because she went to go get my dad out of jail in Jamaica. My dad was, listen.
Yeah. I don't want to be in nobody's jail.
Arrested at Freaknik, arrested in Jamaica. Listen, he lucky they didn't poke him down or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't play out there, but you do have to be on a swivel and have some money in your motherfucking pockets when you go out of the country. And not only that, I was telling somebody, you're going to get played if you don't know how to travel with cash out of the country. Like, go to the bank. Tell them I need this much in 10s, 5s, 20s. Somebody on the beach is going to try to sell you a bracelet. Do you want to say I only have $20?
Right.
And they ain't got no motherfucking American change for your ass? I think the fuck not. It's too, like, people got to know what they doing. And people don't know what they doing. And then they don't ask. And I think that's also vacation guilt. You should feel guilty about that.
About not asking?
Like, about not asking, or the time to ask me the protocol and procedure for Jamaica is not in Jamaica.
Yeah. Or
You know
not
what I'm
when
saying?
we literally about to leave. Like
So I put my passport in my check bag, right?
Never do that, by the way.
Do not fucking do that.
Never put your passport in your check bag. Please.
People are crazy. People are crazy.
And while we're on the subject of vacations, they've been saying this for years now, but the real ID is supposed to be going into effect in May. So y'all might want to make y'all appointments. I made one a couple months, like last month or a month before that, and I forgot about it and didn't go. So I definitely have to make one this week.
The real ID has been plaguing my life since 2021.
Yeah, they've been saying like, oh, you gotta have it, and then they kept pushing it back. But now I don't think they're pushing it back again.
And don't forget, I don't know about other states. If you get a real ID, your expiration date does not change. I got a real ID in 2023. My expiration date was 2024, and I almost went to Vegas with an expired license.
Damn, so they expired quicker than...
No, like your expiration date doesn't change. So even if I had gotten my real ID January 2024, it still would have expired in November. So going to get a real ID doesn't move your expiration date. It's still going to be every X amount of years.
Oh, okay.
So keep an eye out.
That's good to know.
I'm not going to retell my whole Real ID horror story, but it's on my TikTok in the playlist called Real ID.
For real.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go watch that.
Years trying to get a Real ID.
Well, that's it for Let Me Stay Focused.
Well, that's good. I have advice from the internet, which is where we take a no context internet clip and turn it into valuable life advice.
They talking about how they banning TikTok. To Mark Zuckerberg, bitch, don't nobody know you pulled you a couple dollars about that corn person said, I'm gonna push for the ban, I'm gonna support the ban, so that way everyone will come back to Facebook and Instagram. Let me give you a friendly reminder. No matter how much money you have in that whack-ass corn purse of yours, you still ain't nothing but that nerdy-ass, dorky-ass, weirdo-ass, creepy-ass bum bitch that was sitting up in that dirty-ass dorm and had too much goddamn time on his motherfucking hands because didn't nobody want to be friends with your whack-ass, so you sat your ass on that goddamn computer and surfed the motherfucking internet and made you a little social network. Let's be very motherfucking clear. And don't think you shit like Jesse Eisenberg off the Social Network movie. Bitch, he ain't nothing but a bug-eyed bitch with a couple dollars and a Jerry curl hoe. Ho, you got a lot of motherfucking nerve to think you gonna pull out a couple dollars and say, do it. Bitch, you do me a goddamn favor and get a motherfucking makeover. All that fucking money you got, shit, put it to some motherfucking real use, ho. Shitting me. Every time I see a picture of your ass, I get spooked like shit, scared, shook up in my motherfucking boots. I can't tell if the photo was AI. I can't tell if it's a robot. I can't tell if it's you. All I can tell is I see a motherfucker that look like Tony Hawk with some big bug-ass soulless eyes and a goddamn carrot top Jerry curl on top of their motherfucking head staring at me in my motherfucking phone. I don't like that shit. So get the fuck out my face and find you some business. And let me tell you.
And the lesson I got from that is sometimes when a motherfucker piss you off, you gotta cuss their ass out right down to the ground. Ain't no way around it. What MJ say? Too high to get over, too low to get under. I'm going straight through you, bitch. Sometimes you gotta cuss them motherfuckers all the way out down to the ground.
Yeah.
Even if it don't change nothing, let me tell you something. Cuss a motherfucker out bad. Just like that. I'm going to push for the ban.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with that too. Cause I mean, we ain't heard shit else about it. I don't think.
Someone said we got 11 days.
Like, what the fuck is the plan?
Listen.
I'm tired of this shit for real.
Yeah. I'm usually more inspirational. I'm working on it though. Let me take a sip.
It's good.
No. Not unless they send us a friendly email.
What
What Glorilla say? What's that song where she's like, and if it's about a check, tell them CC Gotti right away. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know the lyric. I don't know the song.
Yeah, send us a little email if you want to put a couple dollars in our coin purse.
Yep.
Well, this has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused podcast. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. And I feel like we really covered that one.
Yeah.
And don't have vacation guilt unless you do something you should be guilty for on vacation. Bye.
Peace.
Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.